Hey everyone, Dale Morrow here once again from Kerrville, Texas, bringing you tips and tricks on doing network marketing, making it work for you. Now, how many of you would like to know how to recover from a bad first impression with your top tier prospects? Have you ever gotten off on the wrong foot with a prospect that you just met and you made that first bad impression by maybe saying the wrong things? Well, a way on how to recover from a first bad impression would help to restore goodwill with your prospect and with getting you off on the right foot with them. Now, let me tell you something about prospects. All prospects are neutral before meeting us. Now, hear this out. All prospects are neutral before meeting us. They are neither good or bad prospects. It is when they meet us that turns our prospects into good prospects or bad prospects. They become either people liking or showing that they have some interest in what we say, or they become people who run away during the next meet and greet. And the problem with most distributors, and many of them are new distributors, is they turn most prospects into runaways. Now, new distributors are excited and ready to spread the word about their new business opportunity, and I understand that. The problem is they have no skills of saying and doing the right things. They always end up saying and doing untrained things, causing the prospect to flee like a chicken fleeing away from the farmer's wife ready to make her next meal. And a way on how to recover from a bad first impression by most people's standard in network marketing is a good thing to know. So let me give you an example. You've just met Jim, a professional who owns 3 businesses in your town. Now you want to actually win him over into your team, right? Well, introducing Jim to your business opportunity ought to be a breeze, you say to yourself. I think I'll just dazzle him with money. Well, having little training with saying the right words, you stumble over first sentences by saying something like this to Jim. Jim, I just found out a great opportunity. You really need to look at it. You're going to love the money it's going to make you. You're going to make $1 million a year. Now, what is Jim going to do from being a successful businessman of what he is in the town, with so many people actually wanting a lot of what he has? Now, Jim may be polite and change the subject, or he may be rude and tell you exactly what you can do with yourself. Well, what you did with Jim is a design mistake of the first caliber, leaving a bad taste in his mouth about network marketing. So, how do I recover from a bad first impression with Jim? First, you should never make the mistake of actually going to Jim without trained in words and doing things in recruiting and prospecting. Second, having already stuck your foot in your mouth with Jim, here is the recovery. Jim, there are 2 types of people in the world: those who work hard and then retire a year before they die, and those that figure out a way to retire early. Wouldn't you agree to that? That is what I tried to say to you. Now, if you don't like that one, how about this one? Jim, there are 2 types of people in the world: those that see opportunity in every problem, and those that see a problem in every opportunity. Don't you find that true? That's what I tried to say to you. Now, what you have done with Jim in those 2 statements is to get him thinking away from the mistake you made to what he needs to do to actually survive. Does he want to belong to the group that works hard only to retire 1 year before dying, or does he want to belong to people working smart and retiring early? Or does he want to belong to those people that see an opportunity in every problem? Or does he actually want to become part of that group that sees problems in every opportunity laid before him? Jim's brain actually switches from the mistakes you made and the words you said to deciding which group works best for him. His mind switches to survival mode with wanting to find a way to be with the most group that works to benefit him. Now, learning how to recover from a bad first impression is learning to give them two choices to make for their survival. Choice one is the some crowd, meaning the less popular. Choice two is the popular crowd, meaning what most people choose. And Jim's survival instinct always chooses the popular crowd over the some crowd to shore up his financial future. The more you are aligned to the popular crowd in his mind, the more chances you have at success. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to know more about additional recoveries that you can use when you make a mistake with the prospect, tap the link and be sure to read the article and leave a comment for me, and all comments will be answered. And I hope to see you all on the better side of success.